we're going to use some of our terminology here a little bit. It says identifying the degree and leading coefficient of a polynomial. So for these polynomials, identify the degree, the leading term, and the leading coefficient. Okay, now, when you're working with a polynomial, I highly recommend the first thing you do is put it in standard form. That will save you a lot of heartache. Your book doesn't really talk about standard form, but I'm telling you, I've worked with polynomials for a long time, and it's just best to put it in the right order right off the bat. So on my first one, A, I'm looking for the highest degree. So I'm going to rewrite this polynomial as negative 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3. That's the polynomial, and I've just rearranged it, right? From highest exponent to lowest exponent. So my constant 3 is always going to go at the end, and then my exponents should go in descending order. So I have an x cubed, then I have the x squared, I have an x term, but that's okay. And then I have the 3. Okay, trust me, I'm putting it in the standard form. Okay, now we want to know the degree, and I'm going to use a little bit of abbreviation here. I need to know the degree, the leading term, and the leading coefficient. Okay. Math teachers don't always like to write out a lot of words. Okay, the degree, that's the highest exponent. So the degree is 3. It's a third degree polynomial, or degree 3. The leading term is the whole first term. So that's negative 4x cubed. The leading coefficient is just the coefficient. Now I use that word coefficient a lot, so you'll get used to it, but it's negative 4 in this case. Okay, so it's the number in front of the term. Now, just as a side note, if I wanted to know the coefficient for that term, it would be 2. It's not the leading term, so it's not the leading coefficient, but just FYI. Okay, now we'll go to the next polynomial. Are my exponents in descending order? Well, I've got a 5, then a 3, then a 1. Yeah, okay, so it's all good. It's in standard form. So what's the degree? It's the exponent here, 5. The highest exponent. What's the leading term? Well, 5t to the 5th. I don't know why we have to have so many 5s, but all right. And then the leading coefficient, that's going to be just the 5, but it's this 5, okay? All right. So that's that one. All right. And then finally, we've got one more here. Okay, it's not in standard form. It doesn't have the highest one first. So let me rewrite it. Negative p cubed. Notice that I'm using that sign, that it's a subtraction, so that goes with the term that's behind it. That's really important to get in that habit. Plus 6p minus 2. So there it is in standard form. My exponents go from 3 to 1 to the constant. Okay, what is the degree? It's a third degree polynomial. What's the leading term? The leading term is that negative p cubed. Now, here's the million-dollar question. What's the leading coefficient? What's the number in front of p? Negative 1. Okay? I need that 1 there. So a lot of times students will write the 1 in because they forget about it, but that's up to you. Okay. That's that problem.